Now please take some flowers in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet at the end of the mantra.
Swagatam Om Shantatvat Sarvakartritva Bhavo Paradikaranat Shiva Ukto Mahatantra Mantra Vidbhis Sada Shivaha Tasmai Shivaya Gurave Vitaraga Kalaya Vai Ameyatvat Anantoyam Ajatvacha Prakirtitaha Yasya darshanamichanti deva swabhishta siddhaye Tasmai te parameshana swagatam swagatam prabho Adya me safalam janma jivanam safala kriyaha Swagatam yatvaya tanme tapasam phalamagatam Om Hrim Sarvadeva Devi Swarupa Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Swagatam Suswagatam Te.
The next offering is Padhyam, the offering of water for washing the feet. Now please take the Padhyam water in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet along with the mantra.
Padhyam Om Yad Bhaktiresha Samparkat Paramananda Samplavaha Tasmai te Parameshana Padhyam Shuddhaya Kalpayet Om Hrim Edat Padhyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha.
The next offering is the Arghya, the traditional bouquet. Please take the conch with the beautiful flowers and water within it and offer the flowers and water at the Divine Lotus feet of Swamiji at the end of the mantras.
Arghya Om Durvakshata Samayuktam Bilvapatram Tathaparam Shobhanam Shankavatrastam Grahanagyam Maheshwara Om Hrim Esho Arghya Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Swaha.
The next offering is Achamaniyam, the offering of water for washing the hands and the mouth. Please take the cup of Achamaniyam water in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet at the end of the mantra.
Achamaniyam Om Mandakinyasu Yadvari Sarva Paparam Shubham Grahanachamaniyam Tvam Maya Bhaktya Niveditam Om Hrim Idam Achamaniyodakam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Swaha.
The next offering is Madhubarka, the offering of the nectarine drink. Now please take the cup of Madhubarka in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet along with the mantra.
Madhubarka Om Sarvakalmashanashaya Paripurna Sudhatmakam Madhubarkamimam Deva Kalpayami Prasidame Om Hrim Esha Madhubarkaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Swadha.
The next offering is Gandha Tailam, the offering of the scented oil. Please take the Gandha Tailam in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet along with the mantra.
Gandha Tailam Om Sneham Grahana Snehena Lokanam Hitakaraka Sarva Lokeshu Shuddhasvam Dadami Sneham Om Hrim Idam Gandha Tailam सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय निवेदयामि।
The next offering is Snaniyam, the offering of the sacred bath. Now please take the Snaniyam water in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet along with the mantras, and please ring the bell as you do so.
Snaniyam Om Idam Shushitalam Vayi Swachham Shuddham Manoharam Snanartham Te Maya Bhaktya Kalpitam Pratigruhyatam Om Hrim Idam Snaniyodakam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Nivedayami.
The next offering is Vastram, the offering of the sacred clothing. Please take the Vastram in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet at the end of the mantra.
Vastram Om Maya Chitravada Channa Nijaguhyoru Tejase Niravarana Vijnaya Vasasya Kalpayamyaham. Om Hrim Idam Vastrottariyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Nivedayami.
The next offering is Abharanam, the offering of the jewelry. Now please take the Abharanam in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet at the end of the mantra.
Abharanam Om Swabhava Sundarangaya Nana Shaktyashrayayate Suvarnam Bhushanam Tubhyam Kalpayami Prasidame. Om Hrim Idam Suvarnabharanam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Nivedayami.
The next offering is Gandha, the offering of the scented sandalwood paste. Now please take the sandalwood paste in your hands, the Gandha in your hands, and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet along with the mantras.
Gandhaha Om Shariram Tena Janami Cheshtham Naiva Cha Maya Niveditan Gandhan Pratigrihya Vilipyatam. Om Hrim Esha Gandhaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha.
The next offering is Pushpam, the offering of flowers. Please take the fragrant flowers made with sandalwood paste in your hands and offer them at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet along with the mantras.
Pushpam Om Turiyavana Sambannam Nana Gunamanoharam Ananda Saurabham Pushpam Grihyatam Idamuttamam. Om Hrim Etani Sachandana Pushpani Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Bhaushate.
The next offering is Bilva Patram, the offering of the Bilva leaf. Now please take the Bilva leaves made with sandalwood paste in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet along with the mantra.
Bilva Patram Om Amritodbhavam Sri Vriksham Shankarasya Sada Priyam Bilvapatram Prayachami Pavitram Te Sureshwara. Om Hrim Etani Sajandana Bilvapatrani सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानंद परमशिवाय वौषटे.
The next offering is Tulsi Patram, the offering of the Tulsi leaf. Please take the Tulsi leaf smeared with sandalwood paste in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet. Bhagavata Mantra.
Tulsi Patram Om Namaste Bahurupaya Varadamurtaye Paramatmane Swaha. Om Hrim Idam Sajandana Tulasi Patram Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha.
The next offering is Dhupam, the offering of the lit incense. Please take the lit incense in your hands and slowly wave in a clockwise manner towards Swamiji along with the mantra. Please ring the bell as you do so.
Dhupaha Om Vanaspatiraso Divyo Gandhadyassu Manohara Agreya Sarva Devanam Dhupoyam Pradirikyatam. Om Hrim Eshat Dhupaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha.
The next offering is Deepa, the offering of the lit lamp. Please take the lit Deepam in your hands and slowly wave it towards His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra. Please ring the bell as you do so.
Deepaha Om Suprakasho Mahadipaha Sarvatastimirapaha Sabhakyabhyantara Jyotirdeepoyam Pradirikyatam. Om Hrim Esha Deepaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha.
The next offering is Naivedyam, the offering of the food. Now please take the udhrani of water, hover it around the Naivedyam 3 times and offer the water at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet at the end of the mantra. Please ring the bell as you do so.
Naivedyam Om Naivedyam Vividham Deva Sharkaradi Vinirmitam Maya Niveditam Bhaktya Grahana Parameshwara. Om Hrim Idam Sobakarna Naivedyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Nivedayami.
The next offering is Paniyam, the offering of drinking water. Please take the cup of Paniyam in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet at the end of the mantra.
Paniyam Om Samasta Deva Devesha Sarva Triptikaram Param Akhandananda Sampurnam Grahana Jalamuttamam. Om Hrim Idam Panathodakam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha.
The next offering is Punarachamaniyam, the offering of water for washing the hands and the mouth. Now please take the cup of Punarachamaniyam in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet along with the mantra.
Punarachamaniyam Om Uchishtamapya Suchirva Yasya Smaranamatrataha Shuddhimapnoti Tasmai Te Punarachamaniyakam. Om Hrim Idam पुनराचमनीयोदकम् सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय स्वाहा.
The next offering is Aratrikam, the offering of the Arati. Please take the lit Arati lamp in your hands and slowly wave towards His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so.
Aratrikam Om Hrim Esha Deepamala Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Rajadi Rajaya Prasanya Sahine Namo Bhayam Vaishravanaya Gurmahe Same Kaman Kamakamaaya Mahyam Kameshwaro Vaishravano Dadadu Kuberaya Vaishravanaya Maharajaya Namaha. Karpuragoram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayarvinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Aratrikam samarpayami Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Charanakamaleebhyo Namaha.
The next offering is Pushpanjali, the offering of flowers. Please take some flowers in your hands and hold the flowers in the Atmanjali Mudra. Please offer the flowers at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet at the end of the mantra.
Pushpanjali. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Aneka Janma Samprapta Karma Bandha Vidayine Atmajnana Pradhanena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Manmadha Shri Jagannatho Madguru Shri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarvabhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ishvaro Gururajneti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavadyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Nityanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatītam Gaganasudrusham Tattvamasyādilakṣyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavādītam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Pushpanjalim samarpayami Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Charanakamaleebhyo Namaha. Om Nityanandam.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the the powers of Mahasadashiva.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om
the higher dimensions, when they enter consciously into the lower dimensions, they manifest as powers. If the space dimension enters into time, time literally manifests everything space wants. How you have a nervous system which passes the thought currents inside you Same way the cosmos has a nervous system which passes its decisions and thought currents, that is the space. Constantly be inspired by the space of the Paramashiva in your space. I'll give you all the 108 great gifts I brought from Kailasa. I'll give it as an experiential initiation to all of you.
Some of the scientists and researchers who are studying the reflection have found the reference. What is out there is not just 4 dimensions, at least 11 dimensions. The methodology they used, algebraic topology, and the informations they have, they even tried to map it down on the brain of the rat and confirming many of the informations they have makes sense. Understand, microcosms, telescope and microscope is algebraic topology. Macrocosms, telescope and microscope together is penetrated by oneness. The moment it is initiated, if the third eye is penetrated by the oneness, it acts as telescope and microscope together for cosmos, Brahmanda, what is out there. So if you want to understand and manifest the powers, want to experience Kailasa, hold my hand and come along with me. It means sit with integrity and listen and come along with me. I'll take you to Kailasa now.
Understand, program starts but never ends, and it is never the same again. It is actually not a program, it's a lifestyle initiation. It is just upgrading your consciousness, your being. Bring intense sincerity, sincere intensity into this program. Instead of sitting with your depressions, sit with me, Paramashiva. I welcome all of you to register by going to Paramashivoham.org. And even if you have attended already any program, please go through once more intensely, sincerely, because it is going to be absolutely new and different level. I commit with you all. I will initiate all of you, bless you all with the Shakti Pada, Shakti Nipada, and Paramashiva myself will manifest the state, space, powers, being, super consciousness and Kailasa of Paramashiva in all of us. Your birth, rebirth, the time between the birth and death, time between death and rebirth are all part of same long life. There is no discontinuity in the whole life. Let this one truth sink in all of you to make you understand. Greed does not need to create desire in you. In the ocean, when the river enters, it doesn't create ripples. In the vast time available in front of you, by this great truth, even if the greed enters, it does not create the ripples of desire. Even if the fear enters, It does not create the ripples of anxiety.
If you ever get the opportunity to sign up for the Next Death Conscious process, please don't miss it. Being with Swamiji, being with the Avatar, we go through these processes, and so much of not just physical fears or the blockages that's in the body now, but so many of our fears that are there from this Janma and many different Janmas, so many of our fears of losing whatever attachment that we have is just simply completed with. Thank you so much for listening to my video. Nithyanandam.
I bless you all. Kala Bhairava puts his footprint on all your brains. Let your biomemories be awakened to this great truth. Let this great truth be downloaded in all the brains, from this brain, all over the world. Namah Shivaya.
So many times you may have some desire, some guilt, some pain for which you are not able to find solution. And now the best chance or the best way to get the solution is from Master. Master is here. Don't miss the chance. We are going to work on each major layers. We are going to work on desire, guilt, depression, fear, on every major things, not only practically, esoterically. It is not even actually technique, because they are so esoteric, so deep. The whole course is designed just for the total transformation.
The higher dimensions enter consciously into the lower dimensions. They manifest as powers. If the space dimension enters into time, time literally manifests everything space wants. How you have a nervous system which passes the thought currents inside you, same way the cosmos has a nervous system which passes its decisions and thought currents, that is the space. Constantly be inspired by the space of the Paramashiva in your space. I'll give you all the 108 great gifts I brought from Kailasa. I'll give it as an experiential initiation to all of you.
Some of the scientists and researchers who are studying the reflection have found the reference. What is out there is not just 4 dimension, at least 11 dimension. The methodology they used, algebraic topology, and the informations they have, they even tried to map it down on the brain of the rat and confirming many of the informations they have makes sense. Understand, microcosms, telescope and microscope is algebraic topology. Macrocosms, telescope and microscope together is third eye penetrated by oneness. The moment it is initiated, if the third eye is penetrated by the oneness, it acts as telescope and microscope together for cosmos, Brahmanda, what is out there. So if you want to understand and manifest the powers, want to experience Kailasa, hold my hand and come along with me. It means sit with integrity and listen and come along with me. I'll take you to Kailasa now.
Understand, program starts but never ends, and it is never the same again. It is actually not a program, it's a lifestyle initiation. It is just upgrading your consciousness, your being. Bring intense sincerity, sincere intensity into this program. Instead of sitting with your depressions, sit with me, Paramashiva. I welcome all of you to register by going to Paramashivoham.org. And even if you have attended already any program, please go through once more intensely, sincerely, because it is going to be absolutely new and different level. I commit with you all. I will initiate all of you, bless you all with the Shakti Pada, Shakti Pada, and Paramashiva myself will manifest the state, space, powers, being, super consciousness and Kailasa of Paramashiva in all of us. Understand your birth, your death, your rebirth, the time between the birth and death, time between death and rebirth are all part of same long life. There is no discontinuity in the whole life. Let this one truth sink in all of you to make you understand. Greed does not need to create desire in you. In the ocean, when the river enters, it doesn't create ripples. In the vast time available in front of you, by this great truth, even if the greed enters, it does not create the ripples of desire. Even if the fear enters, it does not create the ripples of anxiety.
If you ever get the opportunity to sign up for the Next Death Conscious process, please don't miss it. Being with Swamiji, being with the Avatar, we go through these processes, and so much of not just physical fears or the blockages that's in the body now, but so many of our fears that are there from this Janma and many different Janmas. So many of our fears of losing whatever attachment that we have is just simply completed with. Thank you so much for listening to my video. Nithyanandam.
I bless you all. Kala puts his footprint on all your brains. Let your biomemories be awakened to this great truth. Let this great truth be downloaded in all the brains, from this brain, all over the world. Namah Shivaya.
Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam. Welcome to the Nithyananda Rudra show. I am Srinitya Rajananda, and today we are going to be getting ready after the beautiful Pratyaksha Pada Puja that we all celebrated together in the divine grace and with the divine grace and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. We are now going to be getting ready to receive him in the darshan of Tripurantaka Murthy. We'll today get to know a little bit more about what is the qualities of the Tripurantakar Murthy that we are going to be able to witness in the darshan and also manifest as a reality in our lives. It is through the Hinduism, which is the higher science of the universe, that shares that just by having the darshan of the incarnation of the avatara of Paramashiva himself, you can manifest him in your life. And that is the science that we are going to be learning about and taking a part of in the darshan today. Today we will be celebrating Tripurantaka Murthy with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism beautifully in this whole Paramashivoham convention. Every day night we are celebrating the divine darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, manifesting in the various forms of Paramashiva, gracing and showering us boundless blessings and boon give. In this Chaturmasya period and Vijayadashmi, in these 4 months, the observance of the spiritual seeking and the sadhanas of looking inward and literally manifesting powers and living enlightenment are all the truths that we live in these 4 months. When it comes to the Paramashivoham program, it is being offered absolutely free for the limited time of these 4 months alone. There will be 3-4 more seasons of Paramashivoham, and the next Paramashivoham is August 5th. If you have coming to the end of this one, yes, today you can see the darshan, but get yourself ready for the August 5th Paramashivam that is going to be starting. It is something you don't want to miss. Get yourself ready and get your whole family and everyone you know to be a part of this beautiful Paramashivoham program that's going to be starting. And then please come to the darshan tonight and be there with us as we celebrate this whole Paramashivoham happening in our lives. So this Chaturmasya, you can also learn and live life. Practicing that is what we celebrate and what we stand for with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as he is reviving Kailasa, the enlightened civilization. So today we are going to be learning about little vanquishing negativity. That is what Paramashiva did when he vanquished the Tripurasura, the 3 cities where the Asuras were dominating the whole cosmos. And from there, just by awakening his third eye and opening it, he was able to destroy the 3 cities of negative dominance and literally remove negativity from the world. And the third eye is a manifestation of just that raw power of Paramashiva. So much Swamiji has spoken about the third eye since the beginning. The third eye is a chakra or an energy center that is residing between the Varana and the Nasi, where your eyes and your eyebrows join. That is where usually we apply the kumkum and keep the kumkum powder on the third eye to awaken the third eye. Various techniques are there to awaken the third eye, and just by having the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and having his darshan and seeing, you can also awaken your third eye today. In fact, you can even awaken your third eye, and after the darshan, sit with us in the same Kailasa TV, Nithyananda TV, and you can also be a part of us and see how you yourself can manifest powers. After the darshan is over, we will be having a power manifestation session to prove to you that third eye is real and you can manifest third eye powers. So let us take a look at a brief clip where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shares about the powers of the third eye and how anybody can manifest them.
On the Vaigasi Visagam, Vaigasi month, Purnima Tithi, Visaga Nakshatram, one fine evening of a full moon day, Vaigasi month, Visaga Nakshatra, Paurnami Tithi, Subramania's enlightenment day. As per the tradition, he appeared from the third eye of Mahadeva. When I completed 11 and aging into 12. No school at that time usually. This May, June,
no school. So usually this summer time I will go and sit in the temple or the hill. Around 4:30 to 6:30, maybe you can say this. This is the Sandhya time.
Around the time of sunset and moonrise, I went to the hill, Arunachala hill. I was sitting at the foothills of Arunachala, where I was born and brought up. Whenever I find time, I'll go and spend time in that space, in that area, because Devi became enlightened there. That place is called Coral Hill. I can say in a way the whole ambience was so calm, so beautiful. I decided to close my eyes. I was not even meditating. I was just sitting in a very relaxed way. Those days, I started practicing the self-enquiry. Who am I? Sometime I may feel from where the thoughts are raising. That is thought as taught by Annamalai Swamigal. An enlightened being, enlightened master, who is a disciple of great incarnation, Ramana Maharshi. Once I closed the eyes, the intensity of my yearning started taking over me. I just felt, what is it I am seeking? Who is that me who is seeking? Who is that me that is deeply discontented about anything I see here? Who is that who is deeply discontented even about my own existence? Suddenly, one moment, something happened. Like I'm being sucked inside, pulled inside. Suddenly something opened in me. Something broke inside this Anandaganda area. Literally opened. The first thing happened is that idea inside and outside broke. Means now I know who is the experiencer. Life, alive, being present in everything, experiencing.
दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षुः पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्.
The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me. I started seeing the whole 360 degree. I could see literally all the sides. 360 degree this side and 360 degree this side. 10 direction. Above and below, side, everything I could see without turning my head, without opening my eyes. My eyes was closed. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience how much I am alive inside my skin, the same frequency, the same depth. I was feeling I am alive outside my skin, everything, in everything. That whole 360 degree is me. The skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. The frequency of the existence was same as it is felt inside the skin and outside the skin. The trees next to me, the temple near me, the hillock around me, the sky above me, and the moon, sun which was setting, moon which was rising.
I felt I am alive in everything around me. The whole Arunachala hill, all the plants, bush, shrubs, the idea something is inside and something is outside is completely lost. I just know I am that oneness is the existence. There is no inner, there is no outer, there is no moving, there is no unmoving. The smallest movements of these plants is my movement, and the highest stillness of the center of the cosmos is my stillness. It will feel like as if the whole sky is centered on my Anandagandha. It looked like a huge balloon which is tied to my Anandagandha, and that balloon is the whole cosmos. Pure solid gold flowing through my spine, which was cool. Full 2.5 days I was able to see all 360 degree continuously. Whether I went to the home or anywhere I was walking around, I was able to see the whole thing. I went and told my godmother, Vibhudanandapuri. I asked her whether am I possessed by ghost. She checked my energy and said, no, you are possessed by God. The vision of seeing 360 degree is settled, but that experience of I am one has never left. Now, that very experience getting reproduced in so many Gurukul kids, even adults.
Love.
Wow.
He's wearing a grey jacket. His name is Boris.
B-O-E-E-K.
It's only with the lamps lit, the power of the original lamp is established. I can say so many kids having their third eye awakened, even the adults having their third eye awakened, able to see everything beyond the use of senses.
3 decades over, I can see how that experiences manifested and multiplied into so many beings in these 30 years. How Paramashivatva is manifested through this body and reached out to millions of people, inspiring and manifesting what has happened 30 years before on this very day. How it has opened up and reached out to human beings, and how it is expanding.
My message on this Nithyananda Purnima: have initiation, see to it your third eye is awakened.
I am available continuously beyond any barriers of time, space, place. I am available to all of you just through this Mahavagya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham is literally the physical form of Paramashiva. Chant this Mahavagya, use this password, repeat in your inner space. I'll be there physically, intensely available to do whatever you want. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. chant, I'm available.
My blessings to all of you. Let every one of you the highest enlightenment.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasudashiva.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
Yes, beautifully in various clips we have compiled and kept together all the powerful cognitions that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has shared about third eye. Of course, there are so many more ways that he has shared about how anybody can awaken the third eye, and specifically about how you can even detox yourself and get yourself ready to be able to receive the darshan and have the third eye initiation. When we are in the Paramashivoham program, one of the beautiful advantages that we have is we have the opportunity to be in the Nayana Diksha of Swamiji. This means that his eyes will be falling on us, and this is a very important aspect of darshan in Hinduism. When we go to the temple or we go in front of the Guru, it is important that we present ourselves as a whole, so that whatever shows off immediately, whatever body language shows off immediately, is the immediate thing that will be addressed and healed of. And whatever is going on inside of us is always the first thing that comes out whenever we meet the deity or the Guru. We present ourselves as we are. We don't hide, because there is no way you can hide from the darshan of Paramashiva. Everything, he knows all, and he is all compassionate also. Yet with that deep yearning to heal ourselves, a deep waiting to be able to transform ourselves, we seek the darshan and the blessings of the Guru, of Swamiji, of Paramashiva. Today we can have the Nayana Diksha. Want to join the Paramashivoham session right now, preparing everyone in the session to receive the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. That is going to be starting in a few moments from now. Then also you will have the opportunity to take your sincere prayer request, healing requests to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and he is directly attending to each and every person that is coming to the Paramashivoham sessions. Whoever is coming and whatever it is they may be seeking, asking or wanting in their lives, all of those prayers are being addressed personally by Swamiji. You can have this beautiful opportunity and start your beautiful relationship with Paramashiva and see where the healing can take you. The third eye is not an extra ability that you have in your life. It is already a part of you. It is already an innate part of your nature, and we have to take away all of the filters of the way we see the world to be able to allow us to see through the third eye, whether it may be the judgments you carry or the negativity that we tend to have inside of us. All of that can just be dropped and surrendered at the feet of the Guru. Just by having the Nayana Diksha and being in his divine darshan, you can have the clearing of so many of these peripheral and deep layeral patterns as well. Really going beyond suffering, going beyond negativity that we cherish. If we see negativity all around us, it is because it is there inside. We have to see that we are only seeing through a lens or a perception. But if we remove this negativity that we see the world through, this lens of negativity that we see the world through, we will be able to see the wonders that are there all around us continuously happening. And that is the way that Paramashiva himself awakens the third eye and tells us to see the world as it is, celebrate existence, embrace existence as it is, not as something that is negative or that is also positive, but as it is in the space of oneness, in the space of samadhi. This is how we learn how to go back and move from the arrogance that we have picked up in our lives back to the innocence that we used to see the whole world with as a child. The Balasants are all able to manifest these powers because they still have that beautiful innocence that children have. And from that space, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is able to literally create a new species of people, species of beings that can manifest powers. Today we also saw how responsibility is newly defined by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, backing everything he is sharing from the Shastras itself. Sampurti, Shraddha, Upayanam and Apyayanam are the four tattvas that are declared in our very Upanishads. They are declared in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad and Chandogya Upanishads namely. The responsibility that Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is sharing is literally knowing that you are the source of everything around you. And when we live in this truth, when we cherish this and live it as a reality, we really come over our negativities and understand the synchronicity that exists naturally in the world around us, the divine Leela and the blessing of Paramashiva that is there in our lives. But it is a matter of overcoming the already set filters and ideas and understanding that makes whole life around us boring, dull, dead. And that is why we see such a need in the world to be continuously being stimulated by the sensories, to see something or to continuously click to the next thing that is coming up. Tatakim, 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 what next, what next? The mind is always asking, as Bhagavan Ramakrishna says. As Swamiji also shares, that when we really awaken the third eye, we are able to see the whole world in the eyes of a child and more. We will see literally from the eye of Paramashiva himself. The way the Netra Tantra beautifully describes the third eye is the Paramashiva's powerful eye that is there, the component of Paramashiva literally there inside of us is the third eye. And when we ask the third eye in the third eye reading or the third eye manifestations, we ask Paramashiva, who is there within us, who is there in us as a third eye, to show us what needs to be shown. And that way, how Swamiji just now beautifully described, chanting the Mahavakya and being in that space of oneness and remembering your third eye can really help you to have that clarity and blow away all the negativity in your life. Beautifully, Swamiji gives a technique of sitting in a room, in a dark room, and lighting a ghee lamp that doesn't flicker, but witnessing it through all of your three eyes. Like these powerful techniques that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism gives. And of course, the deities, the powerful deities that are there who heal us just by seeing them, having their darshan. And of course, the most powerful and the most direct way to awaken the third eye is simply by having the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, seeing him, seeing how he manifests Paramashiva will really help us understand that such an intra-organ, such a power exists within us. The third eye is real, and we can remove all the negativity and suffering in our lives, and in doing so celebrate that we are Paramashiva through the third eye. So let us watch another clip where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is sharing about the third eye awakening and the various benefits and powerful manifestations that we can do when the third eye is awakened.
नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I welcome all the disciples, devotees, Sarvanyapita Yajamans, Nitya Satsangis, Srimahans, Mahans, Kotaris, Tanedars, visitors, viewers, subscribers, YouTube subscribers, sitting with us through Nityananda TV, YouTube Live, two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha all over the world. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. I'll continue to give the sacred secret science of third eye. Understand, third eye as a capacity to make anything you want as reality. Listen to this very carefully. It has a capacity to make anything you want as reality. Whether the health of your body, love of your life, realization of your ambition, experiencing your completion, attaining your oneness, whatever. Third eye has the capacity to make whatever you want as reality. And please understand, one of the most sacred secret you need to know, if you go on rub the diamond with another on diamond, the diamond will get polished. Same way, if you go on rub your third eye with what you call as your consciousness, the third eye will be awakened. See, whatever you know is only your attention. Listen carefully. Your look only you call as personality. Your ability to give attention only you call it as your consciousness. You don't know anything else as consciousness. All you know about your consciousness is your ability to give attention. That is why when somebody gives you attention, you feel they love you. When they don't give attention, you feel they don't love you. But you need to know, attention is not love. Even though society believes attention is love, good or bad, attention is love. No, but that is not true. Listen. What you know about you stops with the level of attention. See, your idea about your consciousness itself is all about your ability to attend and perceive. That's it. That is why you think you are nothing more than giving attention and receiving attention. You are nothing more than giving attention and receiving attention. Your look is not your personality. Maybe it is one of the aspect of your personality. Your attention is not your consciousness. Maybe that is one of the aspect of your consciousness. So understand, if wife wants husband's attention, she has to just look sad and uncomfortable. If husband wants wife's attention, he just has to look comfortable and happy. Listen, after a long time, husband and wife one-liners. All the one-liners actually does not match for all, but most matches for most. Anyhow, listen to this. If you use a diamond to rub the diamond, both diamonds will be polished. If you use your attention to rub your third eye, whatever you know as your consciousness, if you use all of that and rub your third eye will be awakened. I tell you, when you don't know, either it is secret, unknown, or sacred, impossible. But if you know, it's a science. There are some fellows who think it is secret. They are afraid of it. Oh, for the sake of heaven, for God's sake, don't open. They think it is secret, unknown. We don't know. Why unnecessarily getting into it? Let's not touch it. There are some people who feel, oh, it is too sacred for me. For me it is not possible. Then why to encourage people? Say, it doesn't work, that is not that way. Talk something stupid, foolish, which neither people understand nor you can go on justifying it, confusing people. I tell you, it is fortunately sacred, unfortunately secret, but in reality science. In reality it is science. I tell you. Beautifully Ramana Maharshi says this one line, that is today's essence I wanted to share with you all. Manathin uruvai maravadu sava manam ena ondrilai undibara margam idame undibara. Manathin uruvai maravadu sava manam ena ondrilai undibara margam idarkum undibara. Means how your attention gets diverted into mind instead of being the consciousness. If you go on analyzing it, manathin uruvai maravadu sava manam ena ondrilai undibara markam idarkum undibara. If you analyze how your attention is getting diverted and diluted as mind. Instead of becoming consciousness, you will suddenly see there is no such thing as mind. And you remain as consciousness. This is the method for everyone. This is the pure science. I'll give you exact applied science. Wash your face. Nicely apply turmeric on the whole forehead. Put kumkum. Process the whole area which you think is third eye. In and around that area. Nicely apply kumkum. Lie down with the head supported with a nice pillow. Lie down. All the techniques related to third eye, if you fall asleep, nothing wrong, don't worry. Understand? While you are practicing, all techniques related to third eye, if you are falling asleep, it is not wrong, because the power of third eye is such you can never fall asleep. You can only fall into, there is a state between dream and waking state. You can never fall asleep. That's a law of third eye. So apply the turmeric on the whole forehead. Be kumkum, that whole third eye area. And please listen, please listen. Turmeric has the capacity to penetrate your skin and enter into your system. Kumkum is the processed turmeric. It has a capacity to penetrate your skin and enter into the system. Just put your awareness on the third eye region and see how the turmeric is getting penetrated and getting, what is the turmeric and kumkum is doing on your third eye. That's all. Very simple technique. 42 minutes. Fully apply the forehead. Mostly the kumkum on the third eye region. Lie down for 42 minutes and observe what the turmeric and kumkum is doing inside in your third eye. It will actually penetrate your skin and just it will start activating the third eye. It will like sparkles, it will come on the third eye. I don't want to describe what will happen because you will start imagining that. You should not imagine, it should happen. All of you practice this tonight. Better to do in the night, because in the daytime people will get frightened if they see you with big turmeric and kumkum. They will think you become Kali or Kali temple priest. No. Do it in the night time, and better inform your spouse that you are going to have a special makeup and special facial for awakening third eye, so that it doesn't get frightened or it doesn't feel you're gone cranky, crazy. For some countries, it's evening now, you can practice immediately. For some countries, it is morning, so you practice before going to bed. 42 minutes. Just keep your awareness on the third eye, seeing what this kumkum and turmeric is doing to your third eye. You will see your attention will awaken the third eye from inside. This kumkum and turmeric will awaken the third eye from outside. So with this push and pull, your third eye will open. You will literally hear the sound flop. That's exactly the sound when the third eye opens. I still have, there is a dip. It was done by Arunagiri Ishwara. Actually, he held my hand, he held my head with one hand in the back side, and in the front he just put his thumb to initiate. Still the dip is there physically. When I put the vibhuti, I will feel every time the dip is there. So tonight, practice this. Attention inside, turmeric and kumkum outside. This both will just open the third eye. Practice this and come back tomorrow. I'll give you the next step to awaken your third eye, work on your third eye. Every day I'll go on be giving around 25 methods Sadashiva gives. I'll give you all the method. By the time your third eye will be ready fully to open up in Sadashivoham 2016. Manifest powers in Sadashivoham 2016. So with this, I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, giving Shuddhadvaita Saivam, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Yes, beautifully the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is sharing in this short clip how there are 25 different ways to awaken your third eye that Paramashiva has given in this agamas, and he has done the work of bringing all of them out for all of us. And whichever part of the world you are, whatever way you want to where you experience calmness or meditation, there is a technique for you, a way for you to open your third eye. And there are many sutras in the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra and various other agamic scriptures that describe exactly how someone can awaken their third eye with various practices. It is just an understanding that you need to know it is an intra-organ that exists and you can manifest through it. And healing from all of the conditionings that we have already gone through in our lives, and going and removing all the unnecessary filters that have been brought to us by social conditioning or any of the negativities that we life or that we want to, is the part of the reason why we may not be able to manifest it. But just by being able to do the Paramashivoham sessions, where we go into ourselves and clear out all of that negativity, clear out all of that suffering, we really heal ourselves and in the same way awaken the third eye that is already existing inside of us. It isn't an extra power that comes from outside in. It is our very nature to be in oneness with Paramashiva and manifest such powers. And how Swamiji said, turmeric and various herbs are there to be able to heal and literally detox. Because one of the beautiful ways that Swamiji shares is the reason why we even may be experiencing illnesses or tiredness and particular stress or physical pains in our body is because of some of these thought currents that we are holding on to, some of this negativity that we are holding on to. When we become aware of what we are holding on to and release those thought currents and just live with powerful cognitions that we are Paramashiva, we are able to manifest anything that we want to the third eye. When we hold on to these realities, as Swamiji was sharing, what the reality is and how we can see it as it is in front of us. This way, we can heal all of the past negativity and in this moment be able to manifest powers. So, in this way also the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has designed the Paramashivam program. Throughout the day there are sessions where third eye manifestation and power manifestation through the third eye are continuously a part of the process itself. It is about doing it. It is about manifesting right away. It is not about just having a conversation about it and having an understanding. No, it is about practically living these as a reality. That is why it is very important to embrace the entire lifestyle of Hinduism, and the Paramashivam program does the work of helping a person or any new person come and take a step by step into the processes and understandings that help them become a living enlightened person, literally living as Paramashiva on the planet Earth. And that is the experience of many people, how they experience a transformation from the program, is when they live it as a lifestyle, not just a few motivational notes that you carry with you around or you stick on the wall after the program is over. Yes, that can be done as well, but it is a matter of living those as a reality in your life. And the solutions that are given in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, in the Agamas, are beautifully brought out in the program, where you take the initiation into the various parts of the lifestyle of Hinduism, the vegetarian diet, or the mantra diksha, or the daily ritual, daily puja, daily yoga. All of these components do a lot to do that detoxification of our very body chemistry, because our body chemistry has gotten so used to the negativities that we keep consuming, and because of that we have literally not been able to it literally created toxins inside of us that create themselves and also do the damage, even ending up sometimes in cancer cells forming and us experiencing serious illnesses like cancer and diseases. But by doing the process of this healing, those negativities can literally be cleared away, and we can experience real true healing physically just through the manifestation of the third eye awakening that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiates us into. In the same way, Paramashiva, with his third eye, was able to burn the Tripurasura from existence and remove the negativity from the cosmos. In the same way, by awakening the third eye powers, we can see one by one all of our negativities disappear. And this is done in a practical laboratory like situation, not as a philosophy or a theory, but rather we sit and work on ourselves. If we are not able to manifest, we look in and do the proper completion, do the proper that which we are putting in the way between ourselves and Paramashiva. And when manifesting Paramashiva and having him manifest through us, whatever it may be that we are keeping in the way, we learn how to remove those slowly, and we become more aware and more aware of what we're holding on to or cherishing, and of the words that we carry on ourselves. And in that way, the practical power manifestation sessions are where we really do the work on ourselves. Participating in them in a playful yet sincere manner really help each of us heal and grow in becoming a power manifester and realizing the utility value of third eye awakening. Even today, many people won't be able to understand how third eye may be a utility value, but the promise of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is to make third eye as accessible, as easily available as a smartphone, and also that should mean that it is also as useful as a smartphone is, that you can see the third eye also can have this, to be able to have the clarity on our tendencies and be able to have that freedom can open a new way of living, a new kind of world for all of us. And that is what we are literally pioneering in Kailasa. But it is not something new. It is an age-old tradition. People lived with their third eye open in the Hindu civilizations, in the enlightened civilizations. They lived being able to have foresight and to see what will happen with them. They will be able to see what is there all around them. They will be able to manifest such wonderful powers such as remote vision and the abilities to see blindfolded. It starts with these small things, but it gives a breakthrough in your personal consciousness, and that breakthrough manifests in the world around us and really helps clear out even the collective negativity that we see all around us. All of that also can be literally cleared off when all and many of us start practicing the third eye powers. And every day in the Paramashivoham program, multiple sessions are there where you can sit with yourself, sit with also the others in the program, and manifest the powers of third eye and really bring tranquility and the powers of Paramashiva into your life. So, we have another short clip for you where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is explaining more details about the third eye. Let us take a moment and watch this very clip.
Why should I care about third eye reading and other powers if my only goal is to attain enlightenment?
Third eye reading and other powers manifest from the space of enlightenment. It strengthens and makes you live enlightenment. Understand? There are many stupid pseudo enlightenment gurus who sell you the feel good feeling as enlightenment. Understand? That is the worst cheating. Feel good feeling alone is not enlightenment. Enlightenment brings feel good feeling, but feel good feeling alone is not enlightenment. So, if you don't manifest powers, something is seriously wrong in the brand of enlightenment you are buying. Understand? All these three: state of Sadashiva, the pure, unclutched, complete state, space, where he operates as Ishvara, responsible for the whole universe, and manifesting powers of Sadashiva. Only if all these three are happening, it is a complete enlightenment. Otherwise, you are wasting your life. So I tell you, if your only goal is enlightenment, then you should be manifesting powers, state, space, and manifesting powers. All the three you should be doing. All the three you should be doing. Understand? Physically being away, maybe now I made one or two powers as possibility, but ultimately for a complete all the powers manifestation, the physical nearness is required. See, manifesting the space and state is psychological, so that can be done even if you are far away. But manifesting powers is something physical. You need to be here in Bengaluru Adinam. If your only goal is enlightenment, be here in Bengaluru Adinam as Adinavasi. I welcome you and invite you personally.
The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism beautifully sharing is how the third eye is a literal yogic science. The yogic sciences are there in the yogas that are given by Paramashiva himself. And in those yogic sciences, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is very clear how he differentiates the teachings of Paramashiva and what is truly there in the scriptures from what all other enlightenment teachers are talking about, where he says clearly that it is from the space of enlightenment, it is from Paramashiva, and you manifest third eye from that very space. It is not about having a feel good feeling alone. You have to manifest, and when you are in the space of enlightenment, a feel good feeling will be there, but that is not what is enlightenment. Enlightenment is literally manifesting life powers and manifesting anything and everything you want. That is the reality, that and is the way that Paramashiva had created an enlightened civilization through Hinduism's teachings, and that way the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also is reviving these same teachings and giving the world the true science of living enlightenment every moment to moment, and manifesting Paramashiva moment to moment. So, we are going to get ready now. In a few moments, we are going to be able to see the very darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. He is going to be gracing today in a beautiful Leela Alankar, and the Alankaram or the darshan itself is something that you don't want to miss. Of course, we all await to see the beautiful darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as he graces with the paraphernalia of that very Paramashiva. Today he is going to be gracing as Tripurantakar. We are all excitedly waiting to see the magnificent darshan, and every day it has been a feast to the eyes and the whole soul itself to see Swamiji and to celebrate it. It's the daily dose that all of our sincere disciples and Adinavasis really seek to have in our lives. So, in the Paramashivam program, the participants are getting ready to see the darshan, and of course the process is doing all the power manifestation all day, really solidifying the truth that they are Paramashiva, they are consciousness, and then coming to the darshan where we experience that same oneness being reflected back onto us by Swamiji, literally the source itself. And when we mirror the neurons activity that is going on in Swamiji's very physiology, we really experience all of the qualities of that manifestation of Paramashiva. So, the ability to manifest powerfully the third eye and vanquish negativity inside of us and outside of us and around us, this is the powers and the benefit of seeing today's darshan, and welcoming all of you to join us in the Paramashivam program. You can scan the QR code or go to the link that is presented below you, paramashivam.org, or even send a WhatsApp message to the WhatsApp number that is being presented, and you can go to the and get to know more about how you can get yourself into the Paramashivam program and be able to have the two things that are so precious during the Paramashivam program. One is the Naina Diksha, to be in the very eyesight of Swamiji. You can have your camera on, all of your family gathered, and have Swamiji see all of you. Just by that Naina Diksha, tremendous amounts of healing, blessings can manifest. And then after that, you can also send your personal prayer or personal message to Swamiji inside of the very Zoom room, classroom, and you can pray for anything that you wish for yourself or for anyone else in your life. Sharing this space with Swamiji is a very rare opportunity, especially in this time of Chaturmasya, where all of us are doing the self-introspection, looking into ourselves and literally doing the processes of power manifestation, applying the truths that we read in the Bhagavad Gita, the Prasthanatraya, Bhagavad Gita Upanishads, and the Brahma Sutras. If you know of our digital nation on YouTube, you know that so much of the Hinduism's revival of these sacred scriptures is being presented to all of you in the live streams, arrows, and also in the video links. So you can go to the Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda channel, and you'll be able to really learn all of the truths and correct initiations that you can receive from the Brahma Sutras for the modern world itself. There is nothing that Swamiji teaches that will put you out of the normal way of life. Everything that he teaches you, you can apply it to your life, in your job, in your work, in your family, right away. These are not ancient traditions or ancient teachings that will not make any sense today. Everything that Bhagavan Sri Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita is able, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has beautifully brought it to the language that you and me speak today, and we can have a conversation about it, and we can apply all of those in our day-to-day lives and live these truths. That is the way that Swamiji is making Hinduism absolutely user-friendly for all of us. And through the Kailasa's Digital Nation, we are so happy to bring all of what Swamiji has spoken, of tons of thousands of hours of recorded discourses, initiations, and powerful talks to you, as well as through the live streaming and the Darshans and the Paramashivam program. We were able to create a beautiful digital ecosystem that you can all be a part of and celebrate digitally, no matter where you are, who you are with us. Share your comments, and everyone is connecting with Swamiji. The beautiful way, the thing about an ecosystem is that you get to see how other people are receiving the same darshan of Swamiji in a unique way, and you will be able to see that as they describe their experience, that possibility of you being able to have that same bhakti or the same chastity and deep love and devotion that they may be sharing, that becomes a possibility for you the moment you hear it. And that is a beautiful, that is what is known as a satsanga, where truth is what is shared, higher reality and the desire to live it is what is shared amongst us as a common goal and a common understanding, and that is known as the satsanga. And the beautiful ambience is there even in our Kailasa's digital infrastructure. You can see many handles of Kailasa's digital infrastructure is there on Facebook, Twitter, and even self. You can have the opportunity to really engage yourself in listening to the Parabhakti of others, and beautifully we want to do more to share with you on how you can yourself map the same powerful cognitions others are having into ourselves. And in fact, every day at around 11:30 a.m. EST, we're having a beautiful Sadas session where we're all gathering and discussing about the